We have 4th of July off from work, and it just kind of feels like nothing really hits anymore. Like, I don't know if it's because I cut out dating or I cut out women and like all my distractions, but I just moved into a new apartment like 2 weeks ago. I got my routine. I feel like I'm so dialed in with like my routine. Like my laundry is done. I didn't ate. I went to the gym. I worked out. And like even with all of that and like having the peace of mind in my crib, a nice candle lit, YouTube, unlimited content to watch and binge, like it just feels like nothing really hits anymore. I don't know if this is what like peace feels like, but I don't know. It just feels kind of weird. And then I try to think like, okay, maybe I need to like reconnect with myself and figure out what are things that I used to love, right? Like pick up basketball or something, or maybe a new hobby. And like I have those, but it still is just kind of like I don't know, maybe because I'm just in a space where I like doing things alone because some people are just exhausting, or I think most people are exhausting. Like I don't know. I just feel like last few weeks or months, everywhere I go, when I leave the house, I have my headphones on and I'm bumping my favorite songs. I don't know. Can you guys relate? It just feels empty. Like I'm waiting for like something big to happen, or almost like I wish I had like a second job for like the weekends, even though I don't need the money, but like just so I could feel like something is occupying my day where women and distractions and like going out would have been like a second job where at least I could at least feel productive and feel accomplished. Well, I guess like in the midst of all this, I discovered, creating content, and this is kind of fun for me. But like, I don't know, it just feels kind of empty. And then when you really think about it, or at least when I think about it, all the things that I used to do before I like healed and like cut out all the distractions is just maybe we're just all just so distracted to even realize that we're all just kind of like a little numb when we actually remove all those things. And like in the moment, those things feel like fun and they're occupying some time and they're making us tired. So I guess we don't really have time to think about it. But now that I have unlimited energy because I'm not involved in those things, it feels like, this is, I don't know. I feel like I'm like retired almost. And it's just like the weekend. Like, I don't know. I have no interest in dating. Like, I downloaded Bumble and Tinder. Like, I live in DR, by the way. I've lived here for like the last almost 3.5, 4 months. And all my friends are back home and I catch up with them on FaceTime and stuff. And like, that's cool. But like, even social media, I don't feel the need to like post, I'm the fittest I've ever been, the healthiest I've ever been. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke weed. And it's just kind of like, wow. If I did smoke and drink, I guess I would have a reason to go out and be more social. Or if I wanted to date, that would fill up some time because then you'd have to, text and set up dates and coordinate and meet people's friends and their family. And it's just like, I just don't want to do it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't found the right person that I want to do those things with or create new memories with. But I also feel like I also don't want to create memories with a bunch of people. Like, I feel like that's just the story of my life with all of the women that I've been dating. Like, when you are putting yourself back out there, you know that you're trying to create new memories with someone new, and then you have to find these new things to do to create new memories. And it's just like, for what? And then when I do it for myself, I'm like, okay, this is cool, but this is for me. This is just like another Friday night or Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm becoming more of a loner. Like the older I get and the longer I stay single, and it's just like, it's like amazing and peaceful, but it's also like bittersweet because I feel like from the outside looking in, it would just look like I'm just so boring. Maybe I am, but I don't feel like I'm boring. I feel like I have a lot of depth. I feel like I think of a lot of things. I feel like I've been through a lot of things. I did boxing 15 years. I was a coach. I was a celebrity trainer. Now I work from home. I have a sales job and it's cool. Like, fills up my day. It's kind of fun to challenge myself and learn a new skill like phone sales, but I still feel like on the when the weekends come, like I'm in such a rush to like, oh my god, I can't wait for the weekend so I could like sleep in a little bit. Never end up sleeping in. Like I end up waking up almost at the same time as like clockwork. I go to the gym, and that's like the craziest experience for me because you would think if you work from home and you don't really know anybody in a new city, you'd want to make friends. But like I go to the gym, I keep my headphones on. I don't even like look for anyone. I don't really scan the room. I just kind of go in, do my thing, grab my stuff, and get to the next place. And I know some people in the comments are going to say, oh, pick up a hobby or slow down and try to make a friend. But like, I don't really want to. I kind of like being anonymous and just kind of coming in and doing my thing. I feel like if I were to put myself out there, it would just be a double edged sword where people would know me. Then I would feel like I would have to stop and have a conversation that doesn't really mean anything. Or then people would try to hang out with me. Then they would feel rejected if I said no. And it's like, I don't want to hang out with you because you're a bad person. I just rather be alone. So I don't know. Is this what peace feels like? I don't know. It's a very weird thing, but it also feels very freeing because, I'm working, I'm saving, I'm doing my thing, I'm in a brand new country. But it's still very isolating. And, it's very easy to make friends if you know how to make friends, which I do, but it's just like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let this little wave ride out of just kind of locking in with myself. This is when I feel like I'm getting the most things done. I'm more in tune with myself, more in tune with my emotions, or maybe I'm just processing all of the things that I never got a chance to process. Maybe that's what this feeling is. If anyone else is going through this and you feel like your free time is just kind of empty and you don't really know what makes you happy anymore, maybe this is just you processing things that you've never processed or thoughts that you've never had. Like let them actually flow through you. I don't know, for me, I just take much more joy in like little things. Like now I'm like, I leave my phone at home when I go take my dog for a walk. Like I try to enjoy the walk as much as possible. Or I listen to music for like a solid 20-30 minutes when I get up in the morning, before I go to the gym, which is something I've never done because I've always been in a rush. And I feel like if I were to date and I got serious with a woman, like I wouldn't be able to do that because she'd probably want to go to breakfast, or she'd probably want to talk, or I don't know, maybe it's just all in my head. Maybe these are just thoughts that I need to like let develop and process, and then I guess maybe once this phase passes, maybe I want to put myself back out there. But I don't know, this is the longest I've ever been single for. um and I kind of like it, and it's bittersweet because it's like I miss connection, but also like I don't know how much of that is because I felt like I needed it, or because the validation that came from it. Now that I'm like much more happier being alone, like it's just like so peaceful. Like not having someone to text is like sad, but also not having someone to text is also peaceful because I could just exist and watch whatever dumb stuff I want to watch, without having to answer back to someone. So maybe that's what this feeling is. Maybe this is just a season of emptiness filled with small accomplishments and being more present. So if you feel like life is empty right now and you don't really know how to create joy for yourself, try to slow down and look around you and enjoy some of the things that you have in your life that don't involve anyone else. For me, it's my dog, music, boxing, sports, prank videos. I don't know. I love prank videos. I don't know. To Catch a Predator episodes. I don't know why. I just can't wrap my head around it. But you guys let me know in the comments if this is, if anyone else is going through this. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you to every single one of you guys that watch and subscribe. We're up to 52 subscribers. I appreciate all 52 of you guys. And I hope to get to 75 by the end of the month. We're going to keep these conversations going because I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about this. And I don't think that it's depression or sadness. I think that once you step away from the fog of society and all the things that you thought you were supposed to do, and you actually just take a second and think about what you actually want, I think this is what that feeling is, or at least that's what I think it is for me. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's been a pleasure. Peace.